the next Xbox requires an internet connection to be able to play a game. So that means that a one-player game, just a one-player game, has no multiplayer, has no co-op, has no DLC, it has nothing associated with it that will require me to go online. No updates, nothing, no patches, nothing. Nothing for me to have a need to go online. Yet I need to be connected to the internet to be able to play this game. So wait, let me get this straight. So the people that live out in the sticks and live out in the boonies and East bumfuck that are incapable of having a broadband connection are not going to be able to buy your system or buy your games? And then what happens in the future when those servers go down because that particular game, well, didn't do as well as, you know, the companies thought, or that company goes under because the publisher, well, they just didn't make ends meet. And then those servers go down, so your game doesn't do anything anymore? You can't play it whatsoever? It's just a fucking coaster, set your drink on it and just fucking stare at it with a fucking look of the fucking, like, angriest gods ever, just wanting to sear a fucking hole through it? Because that's pretty much what it did to your wallet. What happens when the console isn't supported anymore? Much later down the road, whenever they're going on to greener pastures, onto the next wave of hardware, what happens when that console isn't supported anymore? Well, you already got a taste of it this generation and last generation. Both of them Xboxes. With the original Xbox, if you want to go online and play a bunch of games, well, guess what? You couldn't anymore. Even though there are people still playing Halo, 1 and 2, as a matter of fact, on the first Xbox, while Xbox 360 was around, they shut them down. But they made the servers available on Xbox 360, then eventually shut those down. As a matter of fact, one game that I bought quite a while ago, Chrome Hounds, for Xbox 360. Guess what? I can't play that. You want to know why? The servers aren't available anymore. And it's been, oh gosh, it's been about 2 years or so, I think, since I bought that. So, Chrome Hounds, a current gen game, I can't play whatsoever. And this is what we're going to be moving on to as the norm. This is going to be across the board. And that somehow is going to be a fucking selling point. Tell me what is the upside to that. Tell me the positive aspects to having to be connected to the internet all the time to play your games. Please tell me the flip side to that, because I'm not seeing it personally. I understand that some people don't see that it's a big deal because they're online all the time. That's fine. But the points that I made, you really can't argue them because they've already happened. I mean, these are facts. And, I mean, the only thing that I can see as a workaround for this is if, eventually down the road, that you hack the console. In turn, you wouldn't be able to go online with it anyway. So, you're fucked or you're fucked. Pick a hole and just hope for the best. Because you're getting fucked. I don't see this as being that great of an idea. And then couple that with the fact that apparently the next PlayStation and the next Xbox aren't going to play used games either? Whoa. Okay, I had talked about that quite a while ago for the next Xbox that wasn't going to play used games, and I thought that was an extremely bad idea to go and, well, let's say that I pick up Darksiders, okay? I pick up Darksiders, and the code within it is tied to my account and to that particular console. Okay, that doesn't seem so bad at first, right? Well, what happens when you can only log in on so many consoles? Because we've already seen that they do have a limit. There is a glass ceiling and you can't break through it. So you can't lend out your game, you can't let somebody borrow it, you can't borrow somebody else's game, you won't be able to rent games. And then this makes sure that they have a stranglehold over the entire market. So somebody wouldn't be able to just open up a game store and then sell them at whatever price that they want, or buy in stock. I mean, how many times have you gone out to go and buy used games? Tons of times, I'm sure. Because they were no longer available, or just because they were a ton cheaper, or because they had some kind of deal. There's tons of reasons why you would go and buy a used game. I mean, usually the main reason for me is because it's not available and it's cheap. That's the main reason why I buy used games. That's the main reason why everybody does. But and think about that. What happens when it has a very, very low print run and they don't make it available digitally? And let's be fucking fair here. That is a fucking fact. Not everything is going to be made available digitally. And even if it is, you know that they have a certain amount of time that they make those available. So couple that with the fact that the physical copies are going to have a low print run, so that low print run is then in turn going to mean that all the people that bought it first are the only people that have it, and then that's it. Then poof, gone. Think about all those like underground games that, you know, end up becoming like fucking cult classics. How are you going to have to go about getting a hold of them? All this is going to do to me is somehow increase piracy beyond understanding. This is going to make people want to pirate things. Or just make people want to stay at the fucking, like, the current gen and not move forward. You're multi-billion-dollar conglomerate companies who make consoles, who make systems, who make games. You should be able to understand that millions of people around the world are having the same exact fucking grievances with these fucking things that you're trying to go and implement into your next fucking wave of hardware. It should be very, very easy to see, well, we probably shouldn't do either of those things. What do you think? Do you mind the whole used game debacle? I mean, keep in mind, these are rumors, but the thing is, a lot of times, many rumors end up turning out to be facts, and these are rumors that have been going around for quite a while, except for the constant internet connection for the next Xbox. That's fairly new, which is why I'm talking about them right now, and everybody was bringing it to my attention, but like, you know, you ought to talk about it. So, here's everything I had to say about it. So, in the comments, the video response, or what the fuck ever, say what you gotta say. Whether you like the idea, you don't see a problem with the idea, if you have an idea that you think would be better for them to go and put into place, you know, whether your idea is to abandon physical altogether, just go to digital route, or what the fuck ever. I mean, look at Steam. Steam worked out really well, but let's be fair, to get on Steam, you had to have an internet connection to begin with. So that's like its own different beast in itself. We're talking about consoles. Something completely fucking different. It's kind of crazy to go and think about, but I want to know, genuinely, truthfully, how do you feel about this? Would this actually go and stop you from buying the system altogether, or is this something you could give a shit about and you're just, you know, gonna go and pick it up? And fuck what everybody says. Either way, share your opinions, thoughts, and feelings, and all the other good shit. But, this is Alpha Omega Sin, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on.